Hello, everyone. It is Pat with our Oracle card reading and message for this week. We're on the 7th of August. So we're coming into just like the middle of the month and everything. So let's do a quick look-see. It's Tuesday, so I'm a little bit late getting to this reading, but let's see what's going on. And we're going to call upon the archangels who are working with us this week. And our deepest sympathies going out to the people in El Paso and Dayton, Ohio, and the people in California at the festival. I'm thinking back to last week when the card that came out was from Azrael, the counselor card. And now as I'm looking back, well, now I know why that card came out. The people that we're counseling are the people who are grieving right now. So, and there was troubling situations that we needed to breathe our way through, which is the card that we got from Archangel Raphael. So the one that's spilled out for today and for this week is Haniel with this message of sensitivity. So, and it says you're extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. So honor yourself and your feelings. And what I know to be true about this for this coming week is, there is so much different emotions going on in this country and in the world at large. And those of us who are very empathic and intuitive, we pick up on that emotional energy. So a lot of us are feeling very extremely emotional, like, maybe coming to tears about the shootings that are taking place. Others are picking up on a lot of anger, the anger that's out there because of it. Or you might be feeling both, okay? So know that you're extra sensitive, and that's where this is coming from, okay? But as the card says, it's important to acknowledge and honor those feelings, all right? It's just important to acknowledge that they're there and maybe, journal something about it. But Haniel is an archangel who can help us with that sensitivity, who can help us to cope with those issues that are coming up. All right, let's see if there's any other archangels, because I feel like we could use some more. Archangels, beloved archangels, are there any other archangels who are looking out for us this week? We call upon you to come into our energies and provide guidance and enlightenment and any other message that you may have for this week. Okay, there is one that's spilled out here, and it's this one. Clairsentience, okay, again, about paying attention and noticing your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. So these two cards together, all right, are really about honoring your intuitive abilities in terms of your sensitivity and your empathic ability to feel what's going on. And I know that most of you know, you've probably been in situations before where maybe someone's telling you something, but you just have a feeling about this person, and something about what they're saying doesn't feel quite right. And that's your clairsentience kicking in. That's you knowing that something about the situation isn't quite right. It's setting off what we call our spidey sense. So the cards this week from these two archangels are urging us to pay attention to that. Pay attention to what our emotions are. Pay attention to those recurring physical and emotional feelings, okay? Raguel he's the archangel of justice and fairness, okay? He does help the underdog. So he also is a very good angel to call upon this week. He helps us to deal with anger and upsetting situations, arguments and disputes and things like that. So he's an angel that oversees order and harmony, okay? So he's a really good archangel to call upon. All right, so I felt the need to call on Charles Virtue's cards this week, the Indigo cards, for a quick message. And I pulled out some mermaids, okay? I haven't worked with the mermaids in a while, and it's summer and it's beach time, so we'll pull out the mermaids. But let's see what these indigo cards, what their message is for what we need to know for this week, what's coming up. Okay, you're not alone. All right. So, and I want to say what I'm hearing is you are understood as well, okay? in this picture, the angel is like holding her own candle. So it feels to her like she's the only one who feels the way she does. And that she's the only one who's holding the candle to it or trying to shine a light on something. But so I think that it's very much to do with the same messages of paying attention to your feelings and acknowledging them, okay? Because you're not alone in how you feel, okay? And there's support out there. There's others who feel the way you do, who've been through what you've been through, okay? And what else do I want to say about that? So anyways, it's you're not alone in your feelings and your reasonings, I guess. I mean, now the people who have lost loved ones, I know, there's a whole nation supporting them. And so they're not alone in their what they're going through. There is support for them out there. And I know that it speaks to the fact that many of you want them to know that they're not alone as well, okay? All right, any other message from Indigo? Okay, time to create, okay? And this has to do with, creating something that's uniquely your own. And it's time to create, new pathways, new laws, just new ways of being in the world, okay? When I look at that card. There's a creative process that's going on here, and I want to read a little bit from the book because I like what it says in here about this, okay? It says, it's time to create something from nothing, knowing that you're a divine channel of inspiration. The angels are asking you to bring something unique to this planet that can only come from you and ask them to work through you. And together, you'll make a masterpiece that will bring blessings to the world, okay? So, whether it's a painting, whether it's a song, a piece of music, or as the card indicates, something that is uniquely your own, okay? Maybe something that hasn't been created before, something that hasn't been thought of before. It's indicating middle of the week that there's an incredibly creative time going on. Actually, we're almost in the middle of the week now, so, and this other one spilled out. Show appreciation, okay? And let's see. So, show appreciation is, also very much about gratitude. But as we get into the, the weekend, you may be extending and, I get the sense as I look at this card that it's about maybe you're bringing flowers and gifts to people. Or extending, sending them a card that expresses your appreciation, or maybe it's writing a note to their company or their boss saying, hey, this person, your employee treated me really well. It's about, that kind of showing of appreciation. It might go in the form of cards or gifts or like a handwritten personal note or something like that. So that's what I get about those cards. All right, now let's see. Let's pick a quick mermaid card here. And I'm just going to check the time because, okay, gotta get going soon. Oh, this flipped out of the deck for us. Pay attention. And it says, notice repetitious signs and your inner guidance as this can yield valuable information. Again, so the card messages this week are really pointing towards paying attention to our sensitivity, our emotions, our repetitive physical and emotional feelings. And this card is emphasizing that. It says, hey, notice those repetitious signs. Notice, it's yielding valuable information to you, okay? So there's signs going on around you, okay? Notice the signs, and I feel like this is more specific to today. Notice the signs that are going on today, okay? Or whatever today is that you see this card. Today for me is Tuesday as I'm doing this reading. But anyways, it's letting you know that there's signs going on out there pointing you, that are giving you information. Okay, it might show up as number signs. It might show up as people saying something to you. You know, actually, this was a sign that I got one time. This bracelet that I wear. This is a bracelet that has these beads on it that look like angels, although that's a little upside down. Maybe I'll show it this way. There we go. But anyways, it had angels on it, and I noticed it, and on someone I was having a conversation with, and she actually ended up giving it to me, and it was a sign to me that I was about to get a job that I had applied for. It was the angel's way of. So, anyways, it's like that's what they're saying is pay attention to the signs around you. Okay. Let's see, mermaids. What other messages would you have us know for this week? You? Okay. So you have there's two that bounced out together. One was consultant expert and the other one was get some rest. So the rest card, I think, just speaks to the fact that it speaks to the sensitivity issue a little bit, because when we're feeling extra sensitive and there's a lot of emotional energy that we're picking up on, either that we're picking up on in the world or that we have going on in our own life, it can keep us awake at night. So it's urging you to, get some rest. Rest is going to be a part of probably your weekend a lot, getting some rest, catching up on sleep. But this says consultant expert. And so this expert could be a lawyer. I feel like it's going to be a lawyer for some people, a health professional that's, maybe a specialist in some particular area. It could also be a therapist, a counselor of some kind. But it's just letting you know that whatever situation you're encountering, okay, and this may very much have to do with the pay attention message that you're getting, that there's someone that has more expertise in the situation. Could be a financial situation for some of you out there that you need to reach out to a professional. Okay, don't try to resolve it yourself. Seek the advice of someone who's more knowledgeable than you, that has more experience with it. Okay, and then you'll be able to rest more easily. Okay. Now, this card says you've been working hard to take a nap and get some rest. But I think it speaks to the fact that with the emotional energy that's out there, it's been keeping a lot of us awake at night. Or if you've had a situation that's troubling you that you needed to pay attention to, then that may have been keeping you awake or stressing you out a lot, especially because we wind it around in our heads so much. So by the time, once you consult an expert about it, you'll be able to get some much needed rest. It'll dissipate. It's letting us know that by, as the weekend is around, we'll be able to let go of this stuff and relax and recover, and we're going to be catching up on some sleep. All right, so those are our messages. I'll finish with a last postcard from Spirit, and that'll be it. Okay, Spirit, what is your message for us that you want us to know? I love these postcard things. They really do look like postcards. These are by Colette Baron Reed, who I love her card decks, and I'm going to be getting some of those soon, I think. Okay. All right, there's three that popped out here. I'm not going to read all three. So, Spirit, which one do we need to? This one? Okay. It says, Dear you, uncertainty is the new normal for the whole world. Oh my God. All right. Things are changing at a rapid pace, and the old ways we once trusted are no longer reliable. Okay. But leaving the familiar behind can be a good thing. When you are pushed to step into the unknown, you are pulled forward into discovering new possibilities that have been hidden in plain sight. It also kind of pulls us to develop new capacities too, okay? And discover hidden parts of ourselves, hidden talents that we didn't know we had. So it says, check in with your higher power. Your soul knows better than your small self. Have faith in the support of a higher power and the infinite potential for your life. Right now, the advice we have for you is this: try something new, do something different. That's what this indigo card is about. Create something new that's uniquely your own. You won't know how it feels, what it looks like, or what the outcome will be if you do not take that first step into the unknown and experience the unfamiliarity. You'll be so glad you did, because the treasure will appear. We're so proud of you for being brave. You are so loved and so supported. So that's our message. Boy, whew. Right on target. Anyways, thank you so much for listening and watching. I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Take care, everyone, and have a great week.